Pain, loss, and suffering are experiences that everyone will inevitably face at some point in their lives. Whether it's the pain of losing a loved one, the suffering of facing a personal failure, or the heartbreak of betrayal, these challenges are a part of the human condition. However, Stoicism offers powerful principles that can help us navigate these difficult times with wisdom, grace, and strength. The first Stoic principle when dealing with pain is acceptance. Life is full of inevitable struggles, and we cannot avoid them. Pain and loss will come, whether we want them to or not. As Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By accepting that suffering is a part of life, we stop resisting it and begin to free ourselves from unnecessary emotional turmoil. Acceptance allows us to experience pain without letting it control our emotions or define our sense of self. When we accept that pain is inevitable, we can respond to it in a more measured and rational way instead of reacting impulsively. Another essential principle of Stoicism is to focus on what is within our control. We cannot control the events that cause us pain or loss, but we can control how we respond to them. We have the power to choose our thoughts, emotions, and actions. In times of hardship, this focus on our internal world is crucial. When we experience loss, we can choose how we interpret it, whether we allow it to devastate us or whether we find strength in the experience. Stoicism teaches us that what matters is not the event itself, but how we respond to it. By focusing on our responses, we regain our power and transform difficult situations into opportunities for growth. One powerful Stoic technique to help with this is negative visualization. This might seem counterintuitive at first, but the Stoics believed in imagining the worst-case scenario in order to prepare for the inevitable pain that life brings. Marcus Aurelius often practiced this in his daily life, and it helped him accept hardships with a sense of calm and composure. By visualizing what could go wrong, we become less afraid of it when it actually happens. Negative visualization helps us appreciate what we have in the present moment and reduces the shock when loss does occur. It teaches us that while we cannot avoid suffering, we can prepare for it mentally, making it easier to endure when it arises. In addition to negative visualization, the Stoics also emphasized the importance of reframing suffering. Instead of viewing pain as something that weakens us, they saw it as something that can strengthen us. Seneca famously said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Every challenge we face is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. Through suffering, we learn resilience, patience, and perseverance. When we choose to view pain as a tool for personal growth, we transform it into something that contributes to our development rather than something that breaks us. Another Stoic practice that helps us deal with suffering is the concept of living according to nature. The Stoics believed that by aligning ourselves with nature's laws, we could find peace and tranquility even in times of hardship. Life is cyclical, and everything in the natural world is subject to birth, growth, decay, and death. The same applies to human life. We will experience pain, loss, and suffering because they are a part of the natural rhythm of existence. By accepting this fact and aligning our expectations with the natural course of life, we can face suffering with a sense of peace, knowing that it is part of the journey. Finally, Stoicism teaches us the importance of cosmopolitanism, or the idea that we are all part of a larger human family. When we experience pain, it can be easy to feel isolated, as though we are the only ones suffering. However, the Stoics remind us that we are not alone. Everyone, regardless of who they are, will face challenges in life. Recognizing that others too have faced similar hardships can bring us comfort, knowing that our struggles are part of a shared human experience. This recognition fosters compassion and empathy, both for ourselves and for others, helping us deal with suffering in a way that brings us closer to those around us. The Stoic way of dealing with pain, loss, and suffering teaches us that these experiences are not something to be avoided or feared. Instead, they are opportunities for growth and personal transformation. By practicing acceptance, focusing on what we can control, using negative visualization, reframing suffering as a tool for growth, living in alignment with nature, and recognizing our shared humanity, we can navigate pain and loss with strength and peace. Stoicism empowers us to face the inevitable difficulties of life with grace and fortitude, knowing that we can control how we respond to them, no matter how challenging they may be.